Welcome to In 5 Minutes. Now I'll write a program to input marks in 5 subjects for 4 students and display sum and average of marks for each student. Now how to do this? Let's see. Now we are going to input marks for 5 subjects. Suppose I want to input marks for 5 subjects for one student. I can define one-dimensional array to hold 5 values, that is 5 marks. So there will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I can hold 5 subject marks for one student. Now to do it for 4 students, I need such 4 1D arrays. So there will be 4 one-dimensional arrays of size 5 required. Instead of that, obviously we'll define a 1 2-dimensional array of size 4 by 5 with 4 rows and 5 columns. Now the 0th row will represent first student data, first row will represent second student data, and so on third and fourth student data. So this will be holding data for first student, second row will be holding data for second student, and so on. Now if you want to perform addition of values in 1D array, we can write a single for loop and go through all the elements A0, A1, A2, A3 using some I variable as A of I and find the sum of all the AIs, and then you can find out the average by dividing the value by 5. Now how to do this for multiple students and multiple marks? Let's see. So one thing is sure, we'll be requiring 4 by 5 array where each row represents one student data. Now we know that the numbering is done like this: rows numbered as 0, 1, 2, 3 and again column numbered as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We also know that if A is a 2D array, then its every row is given a name as A0, A1, A2 and A3. So first row A0 represents first student marks, row A1 represents second student mark, and so on. Now we know that two-dimensional array is like a collection of multiple one-dimensional arrays. Just if I take that A1 separately, then it will look like a one-dimensional array of size 5, that is array of 5 elements. Name of this array is A0. Now obviously this element is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if A0 is the name of this array, then it will be A00, A01, A02, A03 and so on. Now values over here are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose I have to add these values. So I have to add the values of array A0. What I'll do, I'll make one summation variable set to 0 and using some index variable, let's say j, going from 0 to j less than 5 with j plus plus, I'll do sum of all the jth element of A0. So it will be sum is equal to sum plus jth element of A0, where A0 is the name of the row. So this is going to change as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So as that j changes in a loop 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is going to add A00, A01, A02, A03, A04. You can see we are adding these values, that is first row values. So after this is done, we will get a sum of A00, A01, A02, A03, A04. So it will be a sum of these numbers: 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 7, 25. So we'll get the sum as 25. Then divide that sum by 5 to get the average. So it will be S upon 5 to get the average. And then we can display sum and display average using obviously printf commands. Now this I have done for only 0th row. I have to do it for first row, second row, third row, fourth row and so on. If there are suppose 50 students or 100 such students, we have to use some index variable to access this row number also. So instead of putting 0, which is only done for 0th row, that is this row, I have to repeat for all the rows. I'll put some index variable over there to modify the row index. And this is kind of programming we have done already with 2D array. Here I write I equal to 0 to I less than 4, that is row number I plus plus. So when I equal to 0, that time sum will be set to 0. Then this loop will go for this keeping I as constant, A00, A01, A02, A03, A04. Find the sum of these numbers, that is 25. Then 25 divided by 5 will get 5 and sum and average will be displayed. Again as I goes for 1, again sum will be set to 0. Then again j becomes 0 and goes for 4. Now this time value of this will be I will be treated as 1 and it will add A10, 11, 12, 13, 14. List these elements and get some value in summation. That summation will be divided by 5 to get the average, and that sum and average will be displayed, and that will go for 4 rows. So we need to write nested for loop. But we have to set sum equal to 0 in the loop, because after one row added we get some value into sum. If you don't set it back to 0, then we'll be adding 25 plus this value, then this value, this value. So it will keep adding for all the students, and will be total sum will be taken for last student. So to set sum equal to 0 over here only to get the sum of each student separately. Now the complete program is ready with us. We can see the working.